7. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Steelers!
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch. That he turned. Runner took the contact and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Watson now on second down. On the screen, here's Sanders. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention, but he also contributed in his career in the passing game like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000 career receiving yards, and I think that gets overshadowed by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A good pickup there, 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw on second down. Murray. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Operating from the gun. Murray. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 49 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And the Steelers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. Well, I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 1st and 10, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 25 yards for the touchdown. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Richmond. Down. Green.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
Tiger. Down. Blue 80. Tiger.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out across midfield down to the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries. You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it. Watson now to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage. I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And the Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security.
And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. J.J. Watt able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Barkevious Mingo in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked up.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Murray now. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to let it fly. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 53 yards. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
Down. Green the line. Green the line.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here we go.
Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. He may try and... Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.